Okay, my friends, if you've not finished, then this is for homework. Wow. We'll have a little something else as well, but I think most people are mostly done this, okay? We're going to go to page 61. And this is actually making me a little sad because it's so small. The text is so small. So I'm going to make it bigger so that we can kind of follow along. And if you would like a highlighter, like I said, there are highlighters right there. Help yourself. Oh, and look, I can't even spell observation. It says observation. Oopsie. I need to fix that. Observation. Fix. Okay, so this is page 61. An observation is the act of seeing an object. So you're observing it. You are seeing it. An object or event, and noting its characteristics. So we're taking a look and we're saying, what are those characteristics of that object? It doesn't necessarily have to be seeing. It could also be smelling. Yeah? You can make an observation by smelling. You can make an observation by tasting. Now, in a science lab, generally tasting is not a good idea. But, you know, if you were like, what's the best flavor of ice cream? You know, I don't know that that's a great experiment, but it certainly sounds like fun. You could go and you could use your taste test, okay? So an observation is an extension of our senses. We're going to, again, I need to fix this. We record what we see, what we smell, what we taste, what we hear, what we feel, and also what we measure. So that's where our numbers come in. So if we're measuring something, we're saying it was 5 meters long. You know, the ball rolled for 6 feet. 500 milliliters of water evaporated. Okay? So those are observations. What you see, smell, taste, hear, or feel, plus anything that you measure. An inference, on the other hand, inference is a conclusion, essentially. It's based on our observations. We look at our observations and we say, because I saw this, I believe that this is true. It makes sense that this thing is true. So what you might say is, let's just use our ice cream taste test. If I, did my own little taste test and I was like, okay, I believe that Rocky Road ice cream is the best tasting ice cream because it tasted the best to me. This is not a very good test, okay? It's only got one subject. But I might say, I'm going to infer from that, I'm going to make an inference that when I open my shop and start selling ice cream, the Rocky Road will sell the most. Have I observed that Rocky Road is selling the most? No, I am inferring that. Okay? So that is an inference. It is a conclusion based on an observation. So it's not something that you can see, smell, taste, hear, or feel. It is something that you are making a logical conclusion about based on your observations. Okay? And what I'm going to get you to do for homework is you get to write a little story. Okay, and you can get started on it right now. Today's all reading and writing. It's almost like English class today, right? Read, write, read, write. Today we're going to do a little writing, and you get to take a look at this little picture here, this little cartoon on the previous page, on page 60, and you get to tell the story of what you think happened. Okay? So you're going to write a detailed account, not just like, don't just be like the man fell on the ground and then you're done, because that's not detailed. Try to include some observations and some inferences in your story. Okay? You don't have to fill the whole space, but if you want to, you can. I had someone write a whole murder mystery about it, like a little, murder mystery going on, whatever. Anyway, you can just tell the tale of what goes on here. And then tomorrow, what we're going to do is you're going to exchange with a partner and read each other's and then see if you can guess which things are observations and which are inferences in their story. Okay? It doesn't have to be a beautiful story, so don't worry about your writing style or anything like that. Even though we're writing it, this is not English class, so I'm not worried about whether you are grammatically correct or whether you are telling a wonderful story. We're more concerned about just try to make some observations and then make some logical conclusions, like, I see that this, so I think that. Does that make sense? Okay, so give that a go. Try to do those, put some observations and inferences about what happened here. You can make crazy inferences if you want to. You can be like, the man was abducted by aliens and they threw him back on the ground. Is that a very good inference from what you can see? Probably not. I don't see any clues that there were aliens there. I might see clues that other things happened. All right, so give it a try. You're writing down your observations, the clues, and then your inferences, what you are thinking happened. Okay?
Can you get water?
Yes, for sure. There you go.
And how much of this will actually be on the quiz? Or is it just going to be
Oh, the quiz is just on your quantities and units. It's just the table. So folks, your quiz tomorrow is just the little table. Okay? Does anyone want an extra page of those blank ones to fill out? 1, 2. I'll make 20.